Okay, so we work for a show on App TV on the end of the stick, and it's called Up Late App State. And it's just a comedy show, and this bit is called Sam on the Street, and it's just me coming out here with my socially distanced interview pool cue and talking to people. So, have you gotten your vaccine yet?
No, I have not.
You have not?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Do you not believe in it? Listen, folks, we're out here in the streets. We're the only ones covering the hard-hitting stuff. Why is there so much stuff on that light pole? So, I feel like when I was a freshman, Sanford Mall, I feel like it's very homely now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of just dirt spots. I mean, what happened?
I guess maybe a good thing, increased activity on Sanford. When we were freshmen, coronavirus obviously wasn't a thing, so there was a lot, like, I would skip class to, like, hang out on Sanford and, like, hang out with my friends and play Frisbee and, like...
So you were a delinquent. Did you get your vaccine yet?
I have.
Just one half, two halves?
One half.
Attaboy. How much did yours cost?
How much did mine cost?
Yeah.
It's free.
It's free? I paid like $200 for mine. Okay, that's fine. It's maybe I just have bad insurance. So did you?
Actually?
Yeah, did you? But where'd you get yours? Because I got the premium one. Like this dude was just selling them by hand in the back of a Arby's.
Okay.
Yeah. You know.
Interesting.
Not a big fan of that joke fight guy. Oh, big breaking news. Sister Wives' Cody Brown says he saw his marriage to Mary dissolve after catfishing scandal.
Why is it so loud?
Because it's breaking news. I used to be pretty hip with the kids, but it's not as much anymore. So TikTok, what's going on with the TikTok these days? Everything, Charlie D'Amelio. What's going on with TikTok these days? I want to know. I want the ripe news, but with dance. Are they still doing the mop,
The mop?
Yeah,
no, I don't think they're
kids
doing
still
the mop.
mopping? Are kids still mopping these days? You know, with the... You know what I'm saying? So, are they? I got the mop down, you know what I'm saying? I was mopping there for a bit, but you can't mop forever.
Yeah.
The thing looks like a sonar. What is that? You know about the mole people then, right? So they actually built the access tunnel over there to the underground tunnels.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like an homage to, let's go mole people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to be the mole people, the App State mole people. And then it became really un-PC. And that's where Mountaineers came from, just close enough. Mole people accessible was what we were going for. Oh, do you know about the tunnels?
Oh, the boat.
What about, you guys heard about that boat?
Okay, do you guys know about the boat?
Do you guys know about the boat? The boat, the boat in the canal. Are y'all vaccinated yet? Across the world, the boat. Have y'all been watching March Madness? Boat, you're making a noise. Boat is parallel parked the wrong way in a canal.
Right.
Any suggestions?
Push it.
Welcome back to Up Late App State. As always, I'm Sam Spear.
And I'm Joe Basie.
And as you can tell, we're not in the studio quite yet, still out on the streets, but we've been pinching our pennies, and I think we're going to be back soon.
I've been taking cans from the food bank in East's basement and selling them back to grocery stores.
Yeah, and I've been donating as much blood as humanly possible, plus a little bit more with a fake ID. But I think that it'll be fine as long as we're always shooting sitting down.
Let's get into the headliners. Hannah Montana opened up for the 15th anniversary of her titular show, once again trying to convince us that her real name isn't Hannah Montana.
Speaking of anniversaries, it is actually the 10th anniversary of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is being remastered so that we can get a clearer image of those pixel graphics.
A man wearing a Ben 10 jacket proposed to his girlfriend and was rejected. As someone whose My Little Pony promposal and heart were ripped to shreds in a Wendy's parking lot, I feel you, brother.
Somebody on Twitter found shrimp tails in their box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. When they reached out to General Mills to ask for answers, they responded asking for the box of cereal back, most likely so that they could accuse the person of tampering and take no responsibility. Are we surprised by Big Cereal after years of pumping us full of soggy wheat in the morning, trying to say that, quote, it's the most important meal of the day? Do you know that was a Kellogg's slogan? Yeah, just totally not true. It's just opinionated. Anyways, the Twitter guy, he is dating Topanga from Boy Meets World, and then a bunch of his exes come out because of his fame and say that he was a terrible person. What do you expect in the world we live in?
What are you talking about?
A Florida mom showed up to her child's middle school wearing a boxing glove and fought another child. For us, this confirms Florida man's Florida mother and his younger sister, Florida girl, and potentially a whole slew of other Florida family origins. And, you know, at this point, it's starting to look like a franchise, less like Batman and more like The Incredibles.
Meghan McCain, co-host of The View and daughter of someone I can't quite remember right now, is under fire for some of her past harmful rhetoric towards Asian Americans. Luckily, we can gauge how racist she'll be on any given day by looking at her hairstyle.
A Chinese bowl sold at a yard sale for $35 and then was immediately resold for $700,000. And that is why I will never be giving away anything. You know, one day my baby teeth are going to be worth millions.
David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad are in trouble after a woman came forward with sexual assault allegations against squad member Dirty Dom. Dom responded to the allegations on a podcast hosted by the girl from Nathan For You and the YouTuber who vapes a lot. I just don't think vloggers should have been ever trusted in the first place. If I wanted to see a narcissist's daily life updates, I would keep using Snapchat. Mr. Dobrik has been forced to step down from the disposable camera app that he helped found, but I guess that's just the world we live in.
Joe, what are you talking about? A boat the size of the Empire State Building ran aground in the Suez Canal, blocking one of the largest shipping routes in the world and causing a huge traffic jam. The canal blockage marks the most money lost to a vehicular blockage since my Grand Cherokee broke down in the Cookout drive-thru at 11 p.m. on a Saturday.
A 6-year-old in North Carolina was arrested after picking a flower from his neighbor's garden. You see, it's important to teach them while they're young that you can't just take what isn't yours. Unless you're the government, then just call it taxes and spend it only on the essentials, like arresting 6-year-olds.
A physician in Winston-Salem designed an online tool to help fight depression called Zwellbeing. It asks you how you're feeling on any given day, and if it thinks you got a case of the mopey wopies, it just zaps you with the Bluetooth shock collar that it comes with.
Various Democratic senators are joining up to eliminate the filibuster. This would allow legislation to pass by a simple majority.
Oh, so now Mitch McConnell cares about minority voices.
Speaking of Mitch McConnell, scientists are warning that pollution may be shrinking male genitalia, noting that certain chemicals can alter reproductive development. So you can think twice about buying that lifted truck, dude. You're only making the problem worse.
Elon Musk recently announced that you can now purchase a Tesla with Bitcoin. And here I am in 2021 making monthly payments on my Mazda with Robux. The Canadian dollar and Discover card are still not accepted.
Horn in the West is hiring actors for their upcoming theater season. If you know anyone who likes wearing old-timey clothes and has no shame in public, join the club. We've all met English majors. And that's all the headliners we have this week.
Hello, and welcome to Natalie Reviews Spots on the Parkway. Today we're at Rough Ridge. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's kind of, you know, hidden. It's a little hidden gem. Us students at App State don't really like to talk about it because we just want to keep it like to ourselves. But it's pretty cool. So yeah, I think that's it. Can you cut? Hey. So today I decided to wear a shirt with my favorite country on it. I've never been, but I've heard really good things, like no mass shootings and free healthcare. Also, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Justin Trudeau, but like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like poop, right? Is that funny? No? Okay.
We had only been walking up the trail for a few minutes when my videographer captured this rare symbol which represents the secret society of the Mole people who have lived here in the Appalachian Mountains for over a century and most definitely have no ties to the Illuminati.
It's actually really windy over here. It feels like I'm standing right in front of a windmill. And all for clean energy, but like this is kind of a lot. You know who hates windmills? Donald Trump. Remember when he was president? Absolutely.
It's actually like really steep. My butt doesn't look like Nicki Minaj. I'm suing.
edit that in post. I'm not dying for a video.
Wind. Lots of wind. Birds chirping. Tweet, tweet. Wind.
It's really important to have good footing when you're on a hike, just so that you don't actually... Overall, I would rate this hike a 4 out of 5. No questions asked.
I'm Ralph Morrison, and we have a show for you tonight. Is it any good? I'll be the judge.
The show sucks!
So what's up with goats? Am I right? It's like you're an animal. Why do you have facial hair?
All animals have facial hair.
Let's get into it. Our first guest is a filmmaker. Ooh, fancy. He's made films like Fear and Loathing of the Longest Name Ever, and Counting of the Boring Dead 2, Revenge of the Critics. Jokes. Let's welcome Calvin Wright. Yes, yeah.
All right, thanks for having me on the show, Ralph.
You speak when spoken to, meet. So, Calvin, how do you feel about terrorism? Yay, nay? Have you murdered someone? And follow up question. Do you want to? Because Bob talks about it all the time. You look in his eyes, it's nothing but just death. I don't know what it is about Pop-Tarts, but I hate them. I don't like their colors. I don't like how they look at me. I hate them. What are your thoughts on that? Can you elaborate?
I don't think that was my tweet. I don't think that's a tweet that I...
How's that pretty wife of yours? You got an anniversary coming up? Is that true?
Yeah, she's good. You know, coming up on 3 years now.
Yeah.
So
it'd be a shame if something horrible happened to your pregnant wife.
what?
I'm just saying the facts. Like if something
happened. I'm sorry. Pregnant? My wife isn't pregnant.
So tell me about this campfire project that you got working on. I heard you mention it. Do you want to...
Let's back up. My wife isn't pregnant? What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, I'm just in the brief summary of Campfire, it says it's a movie.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is going on here?
It's fine, Bob. Let him go. All right, let's give a hand to Calvin Wright. Tim, if you don't get off your phone.
What, man? It's just...
Woo! You just got cream pied.
Really? Yeah, you perv. This is what we're doing now? This is what we're doing?
Our next guest has 5.6 million followers. Talk to me when it's 6. She has a perfume that she's working on called Dulias. Let's welcome Joy Edition. Welcome, Joy.
Are you okay?
So your real name isn't Joy Edition, correct?
Yeah, it's a moniker.
Your real name is actually Joyce Addison Burkhart, Social Security number 538.
Stop. How did you find that out?
We know a lot of things here at...
Aren't you supposed to ask, like, fun and polite questions?
Weren't you supposed to be watching your brother Billy?
What? How did you find out about Billy? What happened to him was an accident.
Was it an accident while you were standing there watching him as the bathtub water filled his lungs?
I was scared.
Or were you jealous because you knew Daddy loved him more?
Shut up!
And that was Joy Edition. Give her a hand, everybody. And that's our show, everyone. Wednesdays at 9. Please make sure to tip your chefs, spit at your waiters. Thank you. Good night.
wall if you want to frickin' live. We need a topic for a project and another turn to give. Vanessa rather TikTok, Rachel wants the extra credit. At least I'm not the only one who knows just how to edit. What do we do? This might just take us years. Then Vanessa frickin' came along and said, why don't we write a song about coming up with ideas? Why don't you kill me instead? I cringed a bit and said, meta humor must be dead. Meta humor must be dead. Break the fourth wall and get everybody stoked. Have Jim stare at the camera and Peter explain the joke. Play guitar and scream cause it sounds freaking cool. It's not my fault you had to have that phase in middle school. What do I do? What is this song about? I don't mean to upset ya, but this metal is so meta. Even this acronym checks out. Why don't you kill me instead? I cringed a bit and said, meta humor must be dead. Meta humor must be dead.